In this YouTube video, I'm gonna be showing you the brand new CloudSpot Studio mini session feature, and we're gonna be talking about specific ways that senior photographers can use it to make more money in their business. So if that sounds like it would be helpful to you, keep watching. YouTube channel. My name is Hope Taylor and I have been a senior portrait photographer for over 10 years, and this YouTube channel is where I share education for photographers as well as a little bit of a peek into my life living in the low country. And if you've watched any of my videos before, you know that I am a huge fan of CloudSpot for my client galleries. It's what I have used and loved in my own business for years now. If you don't know anything about CloudSpot, I'll link it in the description, as well as some of my previous videos that walk through incredible tutorials and reasons why I love that platform for my client galleries. But what I want to talk about today is actually CloudSpot's new platform called Studio. So CloudSpot recently released a brand new portion of their online program called Studio. So now, instead of just hosting your online galleries with CloudSpot, you can also use it as a studio manager for the same price. So it's one of the most affordable CRM options for photographers out there. You can send contracts, you can send questionnaires, you can accept payments and invoices through Studio. So it's an amazing resource. I have another video talking all about why I love Studio, and I actually brought on the CEO of CloudSpot to share all about it with you guys so that you had a full tutorial right from the source. So if you're looking for that video, it is linked in the description as well. But in today's YouTube video, we are specifically going to be looking at one of the brand new features inside of CloudSpot Studio called mini sessions. And inside of CloudSpot Studio, you can now set up and create a registration page where people can come sign up and pay for predetermined mini session time slots. And this is huge because this is not a feature that a lot of CRMs have. Typically, you have to use a third-party program to set up a mini session booking process like this. And if a CRM does have this feature, it can be pretty glitchy and hard to use and not user-friendly for your client in the checkout process. But I have found that the CloudSpot Studio version of this feature is amazing, and it's new, and I just freaking love it. So I want to show you guys a little bit about how it works, as well as give you some examples of ways that you could maybe use this as a senior photographer specifically to make more money in your senior portrait business. So before I go any further, I actually have a free gift for you guys at the link in the description down below. If you're a senior portrait photographer and you are looking to level up your senior portraits this year and improve your client experience and make more money with your seniors, there is a link in the description that is a sneak peek to my personal senior style guide. This style guide is what I send to my clients after they book me, that is a 60+ page virtual magazine to help walk them through everything they need to know in order to prepare for their senior sessions. It's the reason that my seniors show up so prepared with amazing outfits. They're always on time. They have incredible props. Half the reason that my photos look the way that they do is because of the effort that I put into preparing my clients for the experience ahead of time with this senior style guide. So the freebie at the link in the description is a sneak peek into the top 5 pages that every senior photographer should be including in the pieces of information that you should be providing to your seniors in order to get those same results and really level up your client experience. So that's a free gift. There's no catch. It's just to say thanks so much for tuning in. So be sure to snag that at the link down in the description. You can also use it for your mini sessions if you decide that you want to. So it's a great resource. Thousands of photographers have downloaded this freebie, and I think that you'll absolutely love it. But let's go ahead and get back to CloudSpot Studio and talking about this amazing new mini sessions feature. So before I show you guys an actual tutorial of how this feature works and how you can use it in your own business, I wanted to talk about some ways that senior photographers specifically could use mini sessions and use this feature in their businesses. Because obviously mini sessions are a pretty common concept in the photography world. They're typically anywhere from 10, 15, up to 30-minute short discounted sessions, and they're frequently offered around the holidays for things like Easter or family Christmas cards or another holiday. And it just gives photographers the opportunity to work with clients who may otherwise not be able to afford their services, or maybe it's the only time of year that you offer family portraits because outside of your mini sessions, you're specifically a wedding photographer. There's lots of ways that photographers can use mini sessions to create more revenue and bring new clients into their business. But in the senior photography world specifically, I actually actually don't recommend offering mini sessions just throughout the year. Some senior photographers have a full senior session experience and a mini or shorter senior session experience, and they offer both of those things simultaneously 100% of the time. Anytime you inquire, you have the option to do a mini session or a full session. The reason that I don't do that, and I don't recommend that photographers do that, is because it always gives your client the option to have a cheaper route. There's always the opportunity to do it for cheaper, so unless they have a high budget or they just want the full senior experience, they're probably gonna gear towards the experience that's a little bit more affordable for them. The problem with that is that it diminishes the demand for the full senior session package, which ultimately makes you less money. And if you want to do mini sessions, I recommend doing them infrequently so that it creates a lot of demand because there's a scarcity around your mini sessions. They're not available all the time. If you want the opportunity to work with me for a cheaper rate than my full senior session package, you only get to do it in this tiny little window, and you better hurry and book it quick or they're going to be gone. I would rather have 40 full price senior sessions throughout the year and then one day of mini sessions that makes me an additional $5,000 to $10,000 than have the majority of my inquiring senior clients book the cheaper mini session option, because ultimately it's gonna make me more money if I'm booking more of my higher senior session package and booking mini sessions. So what I have found in the world of senior photography is if you can assign those mini sessions to a specific event or a specific reason that seniors might need their photos taken, they are way more likely to fill up quickly. So let me give you an example. Instead of just offering mini sessions during the summer, because it's a busy senior session time of year, right? So your seniors inquire with you for a summer session and you're like, hey, here's a full package option, here's a cheaper package option. A lot of people are gonna go with the cheaper package, but there's not scarcity around that, there's not urgency around that. So you're not making a ton of money in one day, you're not getting the benefit of stacking the sessions in one day to make extra money at one time. You're just doing a bunch of small shoots, which is just really not ideal in my opinion. So instead, what I would recommend doing is assigning those mini sessions to a specific event. So a couple of examples. During the cap and gown season, a lot of seniors end up getting their portraits done the summer before their senior year, but they don't get their cap and gown until the spring of their senior year. So when I did a spokesmodel team, I'd have my seniors reach back out to me in the spring and be like, hey, I know we already did my senior session, but I didn't get any cap and gown pictures because I didn't have my cap and gown. Like, what can we do about that? Offering mini sessions during that window, so like the April to May window of their senior year, is a great opportunity for seniors to come back who may have even already worked with you and already paid for a full session, but they want to come back to get those cap and gown photos that they didn't get simply because they didn't have their cap and gown yet. Another incredible opportunity for this would be prom photos or homecoming photos. Everybody wants prom pictures, everybody wants homecoming pictures, but you can't be in 10 places at one time to photograph 10 different seniors at 10 different locations on one prom night. But what you could do is be at one location and have 10 time slots that are back to back to back to back to back, and people could come to you to have their prom photos taken at a mini session. I did that at my senior prom, and I had a mini session with a photographer, and I loved those photos. So that's an awesome opportunity to make a lot of money off of a pre-existing event, have them back to back in one day, and have seniors come to you, so that instead of doing one prom session for one person, you're doing 10 prom sessions for 10 people and making more money off of one event or one shoot day. The last recommendation that I have for the senior portrait mini session world is to offer senior sessions for college decision day or college gear mini sessions, where once your seniors decide where they're going away to school, they can book a mini session to get photos in the t-shirt or the sweatshirt or with their acceptance letter from the school that they're going to announce to their friends where they're going to be going away to school. That's another thing that my spokesmodel teams would do when we would do cap and gown pictures. They would also bring college gear with them, and it was just a really fun way to celebrate their achievements and the big decision that they made moving forward to where to go to school. So those are 3 awesome opportunities to offer mini sessions in the senior portrait world and make extra money, extra revenue as a senior portrait photographer with mini sessions. So with all of that said, let's jump right into the CloudSpot mini session feature so you can see how ridiculously easy this is to use. And I'll also preface by saying that some photographers do mini sessions and just have people email them directly to sign up. Like, hey, I'm offering mini sessions this day. If you want a spot, email me. And I think that's fine. However, it's extra work for you because you're going back and forth with a bunch of different people to coordinate these mini sessions. They're emailing you to ask about them. You're sending them pricing. And then they're like, I want this date. And then you send a contract and then you get a payment. And then it's just a lot of back and forth and a lot of extra work for you. So that's why I don't like doing it that way. I also believe in making things as easy as possible for your customers. I don't want my customers to have to jump through extra hoops or take extra time in order to give me their money, right? If they have to do all this extra back and forth and email me 3 times and then sign this contract and then make this payment and then fill out this form, that's a lot of hoops for them to jump through. And I don't want them to have to do that. With how fast moving social media and the digital marketing world is, all of our brains are exhausted. We have decision fatigue. I don't want them having to go out of their way and making this process really unnecessarily hard for them. So having a sign up page that you direct people to where they can just really quickly and easily pick a time slot, give you their credit card information and pay, so much simpler for them. They're way more likely to actually follow through with booking than take a week-long process of back and forth communication where they have the opportunity to change their minds, right? So making it as easy as possible for your client. And lastly, a process like this where they can sign up and pick a time shows them the sense of scarcity, because as the time slots fill up and they say, oh, this time slot's taken, oh, this one's sold out, now all of a sudden there's a serious sense of scarcity and urgency because they're seeing them disappear, right? They're seeing all the time slots go away and they have this like sense of urgency to go ahead and hurry up and book. So it's actually gonna increase your bookings for mini sessions if people can see the scarcity and the urgency being applied in real time. So let's go right here into CloudSpot Studio. So again, we're not gonna do a whole tutorial of CloudSpot Studio today. I have another video on my channel where you can view that, but I wanna look right here at this booking and mini sessions feature. So here's what it looks like. You can see current mini sessions and archived mini sessions. For the sake of this video, I haven't made one yet. I deleted the ones I've made so that I can show you what it looks like from scratch if you've never done this before. So you're gonna click new mini session. And I just wanna show you do you see how little information that is that you have to fill in? Like, this is so easy to do. So let's call these cap and gown mini sessions. And then you're gonna go ahead and add in a description. So let's say 20-minute sessions for 2025 grads that include 15 minutes of shooting and 5 digital images. You can include whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to do your mini sessions today. I'm just showing you how easy it is to set it up. Then we're gonna include some sample photos. So let's go here and get some of my best senior images of 2023, and we will just drop them in here for the sake of the video. And then we're gonna pick the date and time that the mini sessions are happening. So let's say they're happening on a Saturday. And now we're gonna add in all of the time slots. So I do recommend having about a 5-minute buffer at minimum between your mini sessions. So if these mini sessions are going to be 20 minutes long, we will do time slots that are 25 minutes apart. So let's say we're gonna start at 10 a.m. and go to 10. We'll do 10-minute windows in between just for the sake of simplicity. So then let's say we'll do 10:30 to 11, et cetera, et cetera. You're gonna just fill this out with all of the different time slots that you have available for your mini sessions. For the sake of this video, I'll just do 4, but though you can do as many as you want, as many as you feel like you can handle in a day to get you the amount of revenue that you want to make from your mini session. So we'll say that those are the available time slots. We'll pick the location, let's say Charleston, add in the address. I'm gonna just leave that blank for now, but you can fill that in. And then we do want to require payment upon booking. Again, that's just a beautiful thing to get payment upon booking, right? But also we wanna make it as easy as possible for our clients. So I want my clients to just be able to really quickly jump in here, click a button and pay and be done in one smooth step. Then I do recommend adding terms and conditions. I won't fill this out for the sake of the video, but I would recommend adding like how they work, where you plan to meet them, what happens in case of rain, just adding in that information to make it, again, as easy as possible. You're removing any hesitation that your customer might have. You're removing any questions that they might have and just addressing any potential concern right off the bat. And then you're gonna hit create mini session. So then this is what it's going to look like. So you can come in here, you can make adjustments, you can make changes to the schedule, and then you can go here to quick actions to copy that booking URL. So I'm just gonna copy this link and paste it, and this is what it's gonna look like to your customers. So I need to update that photo. It looks like it didn't upload, but we have my logo at the top, the title here, the description here, the price, the date, the location, and these time slots. Look how easy this is to fill it in. I agree to the terms, continue to payment, and this is where your customer will fill in their credit card information and book their session. It is that easy to do. And then moving forward, I would use these email addresses of people that signed up to reach out to them with the information they need about their shoot, and you have created an super easy, like literally that took me 30 seconds to set up, mini session sign up page to make more money. You've also made it super easy for your customers, and you haven't had to pay for an additional program to make that happen because it was inside of CloudSpot. So you can do your galleries in CloudSpot, you can do your contracts and your invoices and your questionnaires in CloudSpot, and now you can book your mini sessions in CloudSpot. So I love it. Y'all know I love it if you've watched past videos. I'm gonna link all of the videos about CloudSpot that I have down below so that you can see their other features, see tutorials, see why I love it. And there's also an affiliate link in the description if you would like to try CloudSpot in your own business. I think that you will absolutely love it. Drop any questions that you have in the comments down below. And as a reminder, there is a free gift at the link in the description as well, where you can download those top 5 pages that every senior photographer should have in their senior style guide. It will really help you level up your client experience. I post new videos for photographers every other week, and I would be so grateful to have you subscribe to this channel. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.